Hello, guys. Welcome back to the pregame podcast. I'm joined here by my co-host,
Sebastian.
All right, and we're back after a week hiatus? A week and a half. We had Labor Day this weekend, full of college football. So let's get straight into it. Yeah.
Go Irish.
Anyways.
Somebody's still salty from that Texas A&M loss, but we're not gonna point any fingers.
Don't matter. Sam Houston won. Eat 'em up, Cats. That's what matters. Great game though. I think the best ranked game out of the week.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
Texas A&M versus Notre Dame. A&M's quarterback really messed it up, I think, for them.
What I think really hurt A&M was them having a new coach going into the season and expecting to play a really good ranked Notre Dame team. Yeah, on college football in the morning with Pat McAfee, you're not going into Kyle Field at night and beating the Aggies. Well, the Catholics proved them wrong.
If it was Fisher, I think it would have been a different game. But really, and he can agree with me on this, both sides of the ball,
we're terrible.
On offense for Notre Dame and offense for A&M were both terrible. Notre Dame, I think, did a little bit better. But A&M really, that side of the ball, there was nothing good.
Go Irish.
They literally said run the fucking ball, and I don't know what they were doing. Another big one that's not a ranked game, but I think was a pretty good game, was Texas Tech versus Abilene Christian. Complete fucking shootout, 52-51. Great game. Georgia Tech last week, right? First game of the season, upset FSU. That was a great game. We watched that one, and we liked that one a lot.
My favorite game was watching Cameron Ward take on the Florida Gators.
The Gators game. I'm scrolling through them right now, but I was just
the Gators game, and Miami was taunting them guys, saying, "Come on over to Miami." I have a video. Boston College is beating FSU right now, 14-6
at halftime. Yep.
At halftime.
But yeah, so really overall, I think this was a great week for college football. The rankings are probably going to change a lot next week, especially because there's some ranked teams that should have done a lot better versus their first week. As for Oregon, winning 24-14 versus Idaho is kind of embarrassing. Whenever you have
Michigan only beating Fresno State by 20.
Yeah, whenever you have other places like Louisville, beating Austin Peay by 62-0. That shows a lot. Of course,
that shows a lot, but
Tennessee beating Chattanooga by 69-3. I mean, it's just a lot of things that these ranked teams.
Tennessee, and I will say this: Tennessee should not move up in the ranks only because you played Chattanooga.
No, they shouldn't.
You won by 66 points.
They definitely shouldn't. But I do think that if you're a ranked team, you're supposed to beat a team like Ole Miss did to Furman, 76-0. If you're going against an FCS / not a good school, that's just my mentality of it. U of H lost. I didn't see that one. 27-7.
UNLV.
Like I said,
Alabama should not move up in the ranks, beating Western Kentucky 63-0. They shouldn't move up.
No, but college football, we're going to be talking about it a little bit more. We were watching it last weekend, last weekend, and it was really good all-around games. Like I said, Eat 'em up, Cats. They won, so yeah. But anything else you want to cover for college football?
Nope.
Looking good. Oh, West Virginia losing to Penn State. That was supposed to be a big upset. Didn't happen.
Clemson, Georgia, that was a terrible game by Clemson, in my opinion. I turned it off at halftime.
We were watching Vanderbilt versus Virginia Tech instead.
Very good game.
Very good game.
Very good game.
So getting right into it, week 1. Okay. This is gonna be.
Let's see. What's the name of that website?
I could do yours on my phone if you want. You're gonna do it over there. Playoff predictor. Do it over there, and then I'll read off my picks, and then we'll just go through there.
Playoff predictor 24-25 season.
Yes, sir. Going straight into week 1. Of course, I will be placing some bets. Obviously. So you start off the week with a heater of a game. you have the Baltimore Ravens going into Arrowhead. What was their last meeting? They lost, didn't they? Or did they win?
The last meeting between them two?
Last meeting between them two, I think, was in the playoffs.
Was in the playoffs. And the Chiefs won.
The Chiefs won?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me think about this. Right now, I have Ravens going into Arrowhead and beating them. Now, a lot of people are probably like, well, you know, it's hard to win Arrowhead. I understand that. But the Ravens have something to prove. Obviously, going out there and getting Derrick Henry,
17-10 in the NFL Conference Championship of the AFC.
Yeah. The Ravens going out there to get Derrick Henry, shows a lot that they're trying to, they're going for the Super Bowl this year. I don't think they go into Arrowhead, obviously, and have an easy game, but I do think they can go into Arrowhead and pull off the upset. Really, we'll see what happens. It also depends on Chiefs and who's available for them. Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, Juju's back over there too. So we'll see who's available for the Chiefs, and we'll see. It's really going to be, I guess, a test of defense. Because if Chiefs can't stop the run, which they probably can with Chris Jones at the middle, then they should be fine. But I think it's just really going to be a mental game of. I don't think it'll be a shootout, but we'll see.
I'm taking the Ravens. I think that the Ravens are going to come into Arrowhead on Thursday night and want to
make a statement.
And prove that they're back and that they didn't lose. They're proving to them that we'll see you back in the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, and it's going to be a punch in the mouth for Kansas City. Obviously, Kansas, and really, if you think about it, Lamar might look to throw the ball because their corners are lackluster right now because they lost L'Jarius Sneed to the Titans.
They lost L'Jarius Sneed. They lost Patrick Queen. They didn't
have Patrick Queen. No, Ravens lost Patrick Queen.
Yeah, Ravens lost Patrick Queen.
There are some key players missing for both teams, but that's what I'm saying. I think Ravens are going to come out and punch them in the mouth, and it's just going to. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I think it's going to be a good game. Perhaps defensive, but we'll see. Bengals versus Patriots.
Bengals.
Yeah, I got to take the Bengals. Starting off the season with Jacoby Brissett's not a good look for the Patriots. They probably will swap off to Drake May sometime during the season, how it usually happens. But we'll see. We'll see.
Dolphins, Jags. I got Dolphins.
As well. Dolphins don't have Odell Beckham for 4 weeks.
Excuse me.
Not that they'll really need him with obviously Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, but I don't think the Jaguars. I mean, it's going to be a good game. Jaguars have beefed up their wide receiver room. You can't forget that. They brought in a lot of guys like Tyler Boyd. They still have Calvin Ridley, and they have Christian Kirk there. It's gonna be a good game, but it's gonna be a test for the Dolphins. Because if the Dolphins lose this one, a lot of eyes are gonna get taken off of them, and they're gonna be like, okay, well, are the Jaguars real contenders for the AFC South? And right now, there's not a lot of talk that they are, but yeah, an AFC South division game. No bias here. I think Texans take this one. A lot of people say, oh, well, Anthony Richardson did beat you. Yeah.
Anthony Richardson is coming off a shoulder surgery. And he's coming up against – and this is not being biased.
But you got to look at the line.
The best D-lines
in the NFL right now.
And it's not being biased.
It's being true.
It's being true. You got Danielle Hunter on one side. You got Will Anderson on the other side.
And obviously, you're going to be like, well, they have Quentin Nelson. Is that his name?
Quentin Nelson on the line.
Yeah, but you also got to think about it. In preseason 2, Anthony Richardson did not look how he looked last season. And that's what a lot of people,
He's babying his shoulder a lot because he just came off a major shoulder surgery.
And that's going to be a struggle for the Colts, and I don't think they're going to be able to get it going. And Texans in the offseason looked good during the run. And if running is all they can do, well, we'll see what happens.
Be it.
Chargers versus Raiders. I'm really taking the Chargers here.
Taking Chargers. I like I'm a Raider fan, but
the Raiders quarterback room right now is looking abysmal. You got Gardner Minshew starting over there. I don't think he's going to be able to do much, but hopefully they run the ball because I have Zamir White on my fantasy team. So, yeah. I'm taking Chargers. We'll see what Justin Herbert can do. Obviously, they have no offensive pieces. You can't even name their running back, can you?
Who were the Chargers?
Yeah.
Yeah. J.K. Dobbins.
Oh yeah, they do have the new.
They have
their new head coach.
They have their new head coach, and their running back room is they just swapped with the Ravens.
But
except Austin Eckler is not there. But
yeah.
Anyways,
they didn't really swap. But yeah. Basically, Ladd McConkey is his number 1 wide receiver. I think as of right now, he picked him up on fantasy. We'll see how that game goes. It's gonna be kind of a game that you don't really want to watch, but it might get interesting, just depending. Most of these games I think are competitive. Mm-hmm. You agree with me?
Bears Titans.
I'm taking Bears here.
Taking Bears.
The Bears look really solid with everything they have. DeAndre Swift, number 1 pick. Caleb Williams, obviously you got Romeo Odunze, Keenan Allen, and DJ Moore. That offense is high-powered, and it's going to be hard for the Titans to stop it. Yeah, L'Jarius Sneed is there now, but if that's all you got, then it's going to be tough.
If that's all you got, and you ain't doing nothing.
Jeffrey Simmons on the line. I don't think they're going into Soldier Field and beating the Bears, but we'll see.
The Dirty Birds and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I don't think Danger Russ got it in him.
I'm taking the Dirty Birds.
Yeah, I think Kirko, with this new offense that he has weapons like Kyle Pitts that hasn't had, a good season yet, and I think.
And sorry to cut you off. Gio just sounds like all the other guys. Kyle Pitts. I honestly do not think Kyle Pitts is gonna have a good year like people are saying he is. He's not going to have another good year. This is the, second year in a row they said he's going to have a good year, an amazing year?
Yeah.
I don't see it this year.
The only reason I say yes, he's going to have a good year, and you could agree, you could disagree, the quarterback, you look at Kirk last year, he was always throwing to T.J. Hawkinson and Justin Jefferson, So, really, that's why I think he's going to get Kyle Pitts involved. He's going to get Drake London involved. And then, obviously, you got Darnell Mooney as a safety blanket of the second wide receiver, basically. And then Bijan Robinson. You can't forget that one either. It's just all great guys all around Kirk. And I think there's enough weapons to overpower the Steelers. Even though the Steelers obviously have a lot of weapons.
The Steelers got a lot of weapons.
They loaded up with Patrick Queen
and I think I will say this with the Falcons, if they do run with Penix,
eventually
Kyle Pitts ain't gonna give touches.
No,
Kyle Penix is gonna take off running.
Yeah, no. Michael Penix will but right now obviously they're rolling out with Kirko. But yeah, no. Obviously, the Falcons' defense also has to play up to par, too. Mm-hmm. Falcons' defense, all you can name is really A.J. Terrell. But
I can't even name anybody else.
Grady Jarrett. But defense Falcons defense can play good, and the offense can get it going. They should be fine. But, yeah, Falcons for both of us.
Bills, Cardinals.
I'm taking Bills here.
I'm taking Bills.
Even though Bills have literally nobody. They have James Cook and
a dream.
And Josh Allen.
No. They got that dude from my fantasy team.
Khalil Shakir. I put him on that one. I told them. I said I think Khalil Shakir will do decently. Anyways, so Bills Cardinals.
Can you turn down the TV a little bit, please?
Thank you. Bills Cardinals. We got. Yeah, I got Bills.
I got Bills.
Cardinals is
just the Cardinals.
It's just tough for them. If they go out and upset the Bills, it's going to be a big question mark for the Bills. But I got Bills.
Seahawks, Broncos. I don't even need an explanation for this one. I'm taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, Seahawks have all the pieces to win this game. Bo Nix isn't gonna do as well as everyone thinks he is. He'll have a decent game, but if he gets picked off or anything,
yeah, text message.
Yeah, I see that. Can you mute my computer for me?
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate that. But yeah, no, I think Seahawks go out, win that one. Not much to question about it.
Browns, Cowboys.
No bias. I'm taking Cowboys here.
It's not biased. He doesn't like the Cowboys.
I don't.
It'd be biased. Mine would be biased. But in all honesty, I don't think the Cowboys are going in week 1 to the dog pound and beating Cleveland.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
It's tough because
I don't see it.
They also did lose parts of their O-line. Dallas did. So if they can't protect Dak, it's going to be tough. But I don't think Deshaun the Massage Watson is going to do much. You know?
I don't see Zeke going in there and eating like he says he's gonna do because he keeps eating. He needs to stop. They're gonna have a new alignment, Ezekiel Elliott.
But let's be honest. They have CD on this new contract, so CD got to show up.
Or he could just get paid and shit the bed, just like every other Cowboy player has always done.
We'll see.
Prime example: Dez Bryant did not catch it at Lambeau Field. Just saying.
That's the one we're split on.
Just saying.
Now, this next one, I have the 49ers.
Yeah, Monday night, I got 49ers.
Monday Night Football, 49ers. They're going to go in.
Easy.
It's going to be a good fight, but Jets just, I don't think they're going to go up against the number one overall team in the league, arguably, and beat them. Friday Night Football. I forgot we had Friday Night Football, but now we do. Eagles versus Green Bay.
I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm taking Eagles as well. Eagles, Saquon Barkley over there. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Not much has changed. Devin White on the defense now. It's a good team. I'm taking them. This is going to be might be a little bit split. Panthers versus Saints.
Taking the Panthers.
I'm taking the Panthers as well.
I think the Panthers can go in and prove that they were frauds last year.
Yeah, they can.
And they can go into New Orleans and beat the Saints.
But you also can't forget the Panthers did lose a big piece in Brian Burns. So, I'm taking Panthers just because I haven't heard enough about the Saints to say, you know what, the Saints are going to be a sneaky contender this year. You know what I mean? So, and nothing against my Saints fans, but it's just the truth. Now, this one, man, I wish I could say that I wanted to take the Giants here. But this is just going to be a game that I don't even want to watch.
I'm taking the Vikings.
It's going to be the Vikings versus Giants. This is going to be a game of, is Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones better? And at the end of the day, New York Giants do not have a corner to cover Justin Jefferson. So I have to take the Vikings on this. As for running, it's going to be a tough day for the Vikings because you're going to have Sexy Dexy and you're going to have Brian Burns going at you. So tough day for that, but Justin Jefferson should have a decent day. Who's gonna be covering him? Deontay Banks? I don't even know. I can't even name a corner Deontay
from the
Banks
Giants.
Is one of them. Adoree Jackson, they just re-signed him. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, let me look up this game.
He's gonna search up the depth chart.
There we go. Giants
depth chart.
They don't have the depth chart on here.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. Corners. Deontay Banks.
Told you.
Cordell Flott. Trey Watkins III. Adoree Jackson. Nick McLeod. Drew Phillips. And then Dane Belton, Anthony Johnson Jr., Tyler Nubin, and Jason Pinnock.
And don't forget they lost Xavier McKinney to the Green Bay Packers as well. So, Giants going to have a rough day out there. And no running back either. Devin Singletary is on his fantasy team. Hopefully he does work for you. But, man, we got to take Vikings with that one.
And Daniel Jones ain't even the starter.
Who is it?
Tommy DeVito.
That's not what that means.
Oh.
Yeah. I think you need this search up depth chart. Buccaneers versus the Washington Commanders.
I got Bucks.
I got the Bucks as well. I hope Jaden Daniels has a good game. I really was swaying on this one because I was thinking Jaden Daniels might go out and have a good game, but Austin Eckler needs to have a good game as well if, Washington wants to win, but it's going to be hard to run the ball. Mother is calling me, but I'll...
Daniel Jones, Devin Singletary, Malik Neighbors, Wandell Robinson, Darius Slayton.
For wide receivers?
Mm-hmm.
Malik Neighbors, don't forget him.
They got my boy Graham Gano.
For my podcast. Sorry. Mother was calling me. Anyways, so yes, I'm taking the Buccaneers versus Washington. I think that'll be a good game. But Washington, rookie quarterback, you're going into what? Raymond James Stadium? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Raymond James Stadium.
You're not going to win there. I don't think so. But weirder things have happened. If they win, good for them. If they don't, then oh well. And then you just trade Jahan Dotson to the Eagles. Can't forget that one either. That was insane. Anyways, Lions versus Rams. Battle of the past QBs from each team. Matthew Stafford, of course, being with the Lions before and Jared Goff being with the Rams before. I'm taking the Lions here.
I'm taking the Lions.
There's nothing crazy going on here.
Nope. What's that Sunday night game?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Check.
21-6, Boston College up on FSU.
Yeah, FSU is shit in the bed right now. They shouldn't be ranked.
Sunday night is the Rams Lions.
Rams Lion. Okay, cool. So that's what we're ending with. Monday night, of course, is San Francisco Jets. But yes, me and Sebastian will be watching all of these, of course, or most of them. But yeah, so Lions, we're taking that one. Lions look really good. What'd you say?
I'm hungry again, guys.
Oh yeah, just like last video. But yeah, Lions are looking really good. They're looking up. Obviously, a lot of talk about them potentially being a contender for the Super Bowl, but there's a lot of people that are contending for that. Last question I gotta ask you. I want to hear your top 3 games of the week.
Hang on.
Oh.
With us doing this, we have everybody in the AFC South losing but the Texans.
It's possible. It is very possible. That's not biased, though. That's not biased. We get good reasoning, and if you want to fight us on it, fight us on it. But it was good reasoning.
My top 3 games, I'll say Ravens Chiefs.
Okay.
I'll say Texans Colts. Okay. Only because Anthony Richardson did beat us last year, and Gardner Minshew beat us last year. That was the game where they both played. I will say that one, not being biased. And I'll say Washington and Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Because that could be
a good game.
That could be a very good game. And my honorable mention will be Cowboys-Browns.
Okay, I'm going to copy you. I'm going to go with Ravens, Chiefs, of course. But I won't copy you on this one. I'm going to go with Dolphins and Jaguars because I really want to see what Trevor Lawrence can do.
Okay.
And I won't copy you with this last one either. I'm going to do Chargers and Raiders because I really want to see what both teams have due to the fact that they're both missing a lot of pieces and there's not much direction for them. So I want to see if they're actually going for a rebuild or if they're going for a playoff push, of course.
And an honorable mention?
An honorable mention would be the Cowboys versus Browns, of course. As well. I'm not saying that because I don't like the Cowboys, but of course I'm going to watch the highlights for that game. Yeah. I want to see what Myles Garrett can do, and I want to see what Dak Prescott can do, and yeah. But all right, that's it for this week.
That's it for this podcast, guys.
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week
with. We don't have a for sure day when we send out videos, but we of course try and film on Tuesdays.
Try and film whenever because we are pretty busy. But other than that, guys, we hope you like the video. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Make sure to watch it in higher quality too, because I realize you can watch this.
Sorry, our upstairs neighbors teach their dogs how to tap dance, and they're very loud. But yeah, if you didn't know, our previous videos you cannot raise the quality and the definition
you can't see
of video.
Something. Just raise the quality.
Just raise the quality. Make sure you have good Wi-Fi though.
Make sure you have great Wi-Fi.
You can watch 720p or 1080p, and you can see the blackheads on my nose.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.